And so that two people, the two of you who look like two able-bodied people, had to accept $4,500, $1,500 a month to pay your rent and your food and whatever other expenses you had just to keep you for the last trimester of this baby's birth. And then, after 7 weeks, you say, well, now I want her back. Were you both working? Were you both working at the time you got her back?
I had just started working. Just started working.
When you got her back. So who was going to take care of the baby?
I had a babysitter.
You know what? She sent her sister to pick up the baby.
That's right, because I just started working.
At work.
I had just started a brand new job. I couldn't just leave.
Talking about your daughter.
And we'd already agreed on this the night before. And she knew the whole situation.
She doesn't know the whole situation, Debbie. You just
no. I told her that
you're not being fair. You can't say that these folks did anything wrong.
I didn't say they were doing anything wrong.
Okay.
Can I mention something else?
Sure.
In lieu of receiving an epidural in the hospital, they wanted money in exchange for that.
But I didn't come up with that.
Please don't speak.
They wanted money in exchange for that. That didn't come from us. We wouldn't make such a suggestion. I told her I wanted her to be comfortable, and we would talk about that after the fact. 2 days after the baby was born, we received a call from our attorney's office stating that they wanted $720 in lieu of an epidural so they could take their other children to Disneyland in San Diego.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
I know you're heartbroken. Fortunately for you, you can be heartbroken and look at your two kids when you go home.
Right.
You know that.
I'm very grateful for my children. I'm very fortunate.
I'm sure you know other people who have been through the adoption process and the adoptions have failed that don't have the two gifts that you do at home to go home and look at. It doesn't make it any easier. Tough lesson, but you understand how hurt they are. All right, the issue is not a difficult one, especially since I believe that you understand it is your moral responsibility to return this money. You had an agreement with the plaintiffs that that they would, in fact, take care of you for 3 months of your pregnancy, and you would allow them to adopt your baby. You did not allow them to adopt your baby, and therefore, they're entitled to their money back. So judgment in this case is for the plaintiff in the amount of $4,500. That's all.
Parties are excused. You may step out.
Judge Judy continues in a moment. And on the next Judge
Smith, step forward, please.
25-year-old John Wilson and his girlfriend Barbara Chaydez say Quincy Smith and his pals harassed and threw beer bottles at them during a drunken bus ride.
Order. All rise. Your Honor, this is case number 310 on the calendar in the matter of Wilson Chaydez versus Smith. Parties have been sworn in. Judge, you may be seated, sir.
Are you two folks married?
No.
Dating?
Yes.
Do you live together?
No.
I have co-complaints. One $4,000 filed by you, the other $500 filed by you, and you are claiming that the defendant, while in the company of several others, assaulted you by throwing bottles which shattered on you.
Correct.
And the car.
And the car that you were in. And according to your complaint, sir, you were in a car with a lot of other people.
Yes, limo bus.
A bus. A limo bus. So why don't you first tell me about this limo bus, and then we'll get to what happened with it.
It was mine and my twin brother's 21st birthday, and we rented it so that all our friends could gather together, all go as one, no one would drink and drive, and then we'd go bar hopping.
And you did that?
Yes.
What time did you board this bus?
Approximately around 8.
And how many bars had you been to before you came on the plaintiffs?
1.
What time did this occur?
About 11:30.
You hit more than one bar between 8 and 11:30?
No, ma'am.
So you stayed in that bar for how long?
A couple hours.
Okay.
We also, we drove around. It's a nice bus. I mean, you like to spend time, and it has a VCR, a sound system, everything like that. People can dance, walk around. It's very large.
And how many people were in this bus?
Approximately 25, give or take a few.
And you paid for the bus?
No.
And
Everyone pitched in the same amount, about approximately $20.
Now, you spent a couple of hours in a bar One bar, you said. Is that right?
Yes.
So you made another stop or two on the way. Go to a liquor store?
Yes.
How many liquor stores did you go to?
Okay, we stopped off at a supermarket when we first entered the bus, got some alcohol, drinks, whatnot, went to the, went to the first bar, spent some time there, about an hour and a half, 2 hours, I don't know. And then we went to the next liquor store.
So you bought liquor twice?
Yes.
So everyone was pretty well blotto.
No.
Well, when we ran into the defendant here, they were pretty much intoxicated.
Well, why don't you tell me how, unfortunately, you came upon this birthday party?
Well, we'd just come home from Barbara's parents' house. It was about 11:30 at night. The only entranceway into our house is through an alley. At that point, we were living together. Now we're not. There was a limo bus parked blocking the entire alleyway. It was parked illegally. People were outside of the bus urinating on the buildings, and they had open containers. We waited a few minutes. We honked, tried to get them to move up. They didn't comply. At that point, Barbara got out of the vehicle and asked one of the members to move.
Somebody that was outside of the bus?
Correct.
Where was the driver of the bus?
We were at the rear end of the bus. We approached the first person we saw.
The driver of the bus was in there the whole time.
Just a second. So you approached Barbara, the first person that you saw at the rear of the bus, and said, could you please move?
Yeah, asked very politely, and he just slurred in my face and told me to screw off, go around, we're not doing it. And I just didn't know what to do and asked him to get out of the car, which he did.
Your Honor?
Sit. So did you get out
When she entered the vehicle again, and I could tell that they told her no, I then got out of the car. Now, keep
What's
in
your
mind,
first name?
John.
John! My first issue with you, sir, is what?
Couldn't tell you.
Can you tell him?
I think so.
You came across a bunch of people that you saw outside urinating on buildings, John. You don't send your girlfriend out of the car to tell them to move. You get out of the car to tell them to move.
This was, we didn't see all this until we got out of the car, till both of us were out of the car.
I mean, I don't see late at night you going by yourself to this group of people. You know.
There was a lot of girls, too, a lot of young girls around with them, too. I mean, it just looked like a bunch of partiers, so we didn't think anything of it. We asked politely. When they were rude and everything, that's when we just got back in our car and waited.
Who did you ask?
Hey, listen to me.
We never got off the bus. We never, my cousin, this is my cousin right
This
here.
is my witness.
And my teammate, and we never got off the bus ever.
Did I ask you a question?
Well, I can't stand and listen to people laugh.
Just a second, did I ask you a question?
No, ma'am.
Go ahead.
When Barbara entered the vehicle, I got out of the vehicle, went up to the first person I saw and said, hey, this is the only way to get to our house. Can you please move up the bus? When I got out of the vehicle, of course, other members of the party came up. They see a guy coming out, automatically everybody's instincts comes into play, and then when they create a confrontation. As soon as he said no, I threw up my hands and said, okay. I mean, I'm not stupid. I'm not going to go up to a whole group of guys and pick a fight with them.
So what
Two
did
or
you
three,
do?
yeah, whole group, no. At that point, we got back in the vehicle and waited. This is a very busy street. We have a large police force that patrols the area. I figured, hey, we'll get in the car, a cop's going to come by. These people are going to get busted. They're plastered. No cop came by. We waited about 2-3 minutes. People started getting back in the bus. It pulled up. At that point, we said, great. Pulled into the alleyway, go up, I'd say, about 50 feet to our fence, which you have to get out of the car to unlock the padlock to get into our driveway. When I exited the car to unlock the gate, I heard, hey, you want to start something? I turned to my left. I saw a group of guys coming at me with bottles in hand. As soon as I saw this group approaching us, I turned to Barbara and I said, get in the car now. At that point, she looked at me, eye contact. A bottle flew right past her face. Hit the car, exploded. Dove into the car, and we gunned it. As soon as we slammed the doors, the back window shattered from a beer bottle. Okay,
Bottles. A lot of
bottles,
beer bottles.
plural, lots of bottles. We immediately sped up. I mean, I don't know how we didn't hit nothing going down our alley, going that fast. Went directly to 7-Eleven down the road and called 911. At that point, the bus pulls by, stops at the red light. All the members on the left-hand side of the bus roll down their window and laugh at us while we're standing there calling the police.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
This is going to be a more expensive birthday party than you thought. Much more expensive.
And later today,
His mother doesn't want him to have this car. He knew that, which is why he kept it a secret. You took advantage of him.
real cases, real people. Judge Judy. John Wilson and Barbara Chaydez say Quincy Smith and his pals harassed and threw beer bottles at them during a drunken bus ride. Quincy claims he's innocent and not responsible for his friend's actions.
So the windshield was shattered. The back windshield was shattered
Correct.
on your car. And who was hit with the glass?
I was barely missed by it, and it hit my car door and shattered all over me. I had to take a shower and take all my, totally change and everything, because I had glass everywhere.
What was the damage to the car?
We have pictures.
We have
of the
pictures and
vehicle.
bills.
Now, once the police did arrive to come take our statement, they immediately got a priority call that there had been an altercation at a bar down the street, so they had to leave us. Well, it turns out the altercation was this member and his party had stopped at their next bar and assaulted 2 police officers.
Undercover cops or something. We don't know the whole story.
Okay, now I'll hear from you.
Okay, first of all, I'd like to say that I have empathy for the plaintiffs. What happened to was an awful thing. Should never happen to anyone. But I know for a fact they can't say I did it because I never even got off the bus. They can never pinpoint me out. I didn't get off the bus. I don't know what happened off the bus. I mean, even if the bus driver would have saw something, I mean, it was his responsibility to stay there.
Which bus company did you use?
It was, I believe it was called VIP limo buses.
When you called them, how many people did you say were going to be on the bus?
About approximately 25. You can get, the buses they have will fill 20 to 25, and I believe they even have one larger than that.
And when you called the bus company, did you have to reserve the bus with a credit card?
No.
When did you pay them?
You pay a deposit down.
Well,
and then when,
a
okay, then when they arrive, you pay the rest.
Well, I'm asking you,
Okay.
did you pay the deposit in cash or a credit card?
Check.
A check?
Yes.
Yours or your brother's?
Fine.
Yours. So let me understand this, Mr. Smith.
Okay.
You rented the bus.
Yes.
You, sir, are absolutely right that these people can in all probability not say who it was who threw a bottle other than the group. Is that right?
That's correct.
That doesn't make you not responsible for this incident, sir.
It didn't even happen on the bus that I was responsible for.
Oh, it happened, sir.
It happened,
with
yes.
people. It happened with people that you invited to celebrate your birthday on a bus. You are still, sir, responsible for the behavior of those people. You. Because somebody is guilty and somebody is innocent. Now, they don't know who it is, but you, who arranged this party, are responsible for their losses because you are in the unique position, sir, if you are not drunk, to know who in that party got off the bus and who in that party actually damaged their property and attempted to assault them with what I consider a deadly instrument, which is a heavy beer bottle.
So,
not them. They're not in that unique position to know. You are.
so I'm responsible for everyone on the bus,
Every single person.
on the bus, and off. Everyone who was also an adult.
Every single person that was partying with you at your birthday party, sir. You
I
hired
don't
the
know.
bus.
I never got off the bus. I don't know.
Doesn't make any difference, sir.
It does to me.
This is going to be a more expensive birthday party than you thought. Much more expensive. Now, you have something that you believe is meaningful to this case that you wish to contribute?
Yeah, I do, Your Honor.
Sure.
First of all,
Step up right there.
Okay, I'm sorry. My cousin and myself never got off the bus at any point, and
Didn't you understand what I just said?
I don't know how you can expect him to keep track of 25 people.
He invited them to his bus.
So
They're
how
all
is he supposed to keep track of it if they're all adults?
If he can't keep track of them, then he shouldn't have invited them. And if they didn't do anything wrong, then he wouldn't be standing here today, sir.
Judge Judy is ready to rule. And later today,
He had it for a week and a half. He's blown the motor in it now. What good is it to me?
When you deal with a minor, you deal with a minor at your own risk.
Real cases, real people. Judge Judy.
He invited them to come on board for a drinking evening. He is therefore responsible for everything that transpires during the course of that evening. And one of the things that transpired was these people were put in fear of their lives. And if he wishes to turn around and do some detective work and try to figure out who it was that got off the bus and threw bottles at them and smashed their cars.
I hope he would.
That's, no, you!
No, I
not
hope he
them.
would. My cousin doesn't want to be here. Do you think if he knew who did it, he would be taking the blame for this?
Well,
I can't
then
afford
he
to
should
hear
have
it.
been
Like
more
four here?
selective about who he invited on the bus. And he should have seen to it that once the people on the bus started to drink a little too much and started to get a little out of control, he said to the bus driver, who he had hired, because you remember, he sent the check, he hired the bus. These people are a little too unruly. You better take us home because I don't know what's going to happen with them. You, sir, between these innocents and you, you're responsible. Judgment in this case is for one plaintiff in the amount, Barbara, in the amount of $1,000, and you, sir, the amount of $500 as requested. That's all.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Parties are excused. You may step out. There you go. Sorry. At the back door to your right, please.
These people do deserve money, but I believe I'm not the one responsible for it. I think I would have been much better off using a different defense, like the bloody glove defense. This is just ridiculous.
And now the next case.
All parties on Schramm Snyder versus Blankenship. Step forward, please.
Bookkeeper Vera Schramm says her neighbor, 29-year-old Marcy Blankenship, ripped off her 15-year-old son Toby when she sold him a car that doesn't run.
How old are you?
I'm 15.
You went and bought a car from the defendant.
Yes.
Did you tell your parents?
No.
Why?
Because I thought they'd say no.
How much did you pay for this car?
$400.
Where'd you get the money from?
My bank account.
When did you find out that he had bought the car?
Almost a week later on November 4th.
You're his mother.
Yes.
Tell me how you found out that he bought the car.
I had called his friend's house to see if he was there. And while I was on the phone, the other parent said, by the way, I'm a little concerned about what we're going to do with Toby's car. I said, car? What do you mean car? Like vehicle? He says, oh yeah, it's parked out on the street, and what are we going to do for street sweeping day? I said, didn't know anything about it. Where did he get it? How long has he had it? So of course we went right over and visited the car and the parents, and I got the paperwork.
Now, you were keeping this a secret?
Yes.
How old were you when you bought the car?
15.
How did you find this car?
I was walking home from my friend's house and I just saw it on the street.
They have a for sale sign?
Yes.
How much were they asking for the car?
$700.
So you paid $400.
Yes.
Who drove the car to where it was ultimately parked?
We pushed it because it didn't run.
How far did you have to push it?
Like 6 or 7 blocks.
Did you ever move the car?
Oh, yeah, and we pushed it to the mechanic. Because she said all it needed was a tune-up, so we pushed it because it was right by his house.
Did you get it tuned up?
Yes.
How much did that cost you?
$55.
And then what happened with the car?
Still didn't run because we took it and we got we got it checked and stuff, and it said that one of the cylinders was bad, so.
What'd your mother say when she found out you bought this car?
She was real mad. And then she put me on punishment.
Where'd you get this $400 from? Did you work for the money?
I went to work in the summer with my dad.
So, you sold him a car.
Yes, I did.
Did you ask him how old he was?
No, I didn't.
Doesn't look 18 to me.
He knew about the car. He phoned 3 times on the car. He came by inquiring about the car twice. I asked him if the first night he came by if he wanted to drive it or if he wanted to leave me a deposit, and I would be more than happy to take the for sale signs off of it. He said no, he didn't have his wallet with him. So I figured he didn't want to drive it because he didn't have his license with him, and that was fine. I showed him the car in and out. I started it up for him and everything, and He didn't have a problem with it. He said it was perfect. He'd be back the next day to please not sell it.
How come I asked you if he doesn't look 18 and you give me this whole long story? Doesn't look 18 to me. Now, you may not know this, but I'm going to tell you now. You cannot enter into a contract with a minor because they're not always so clever. So that's why we have laws that protect minors from entering into contracts. So you have to give him his money back.
He had it for a week and a half. He's blown the motor in it now. What good is it to me?
Judge Judy continues in a moment. Vera Schramm is suing Marcy Blankenship because she sold her 15-year-old son Toby a car that doesn't run. Marcy claims she didn't know Toby was a minor.
When you deal with a minor, you deal with a minor at your own risk. Anybody who has half an eye can see that this young man is not the age of majority. You took advantage of him. I believe that you took advantage of him. And you can't do that. So you owe him $400. Sir, you paid $55 to have the car tuned up?
Yes, ma'am.
You're going to have to eat that.
Yes, ma'am.
That's form of punishment. I'm sure your mother has something else planned for you if she hasn't already conjured up the appropriate punishment, including, at 15 years old, would seem to me, requiring somebody else to sign off if he wants to go take money out of the bank.
Absolutely. That's a lesson to be learned.
Mm-hmm. Sure is. Mm-hmm. So judgment in this case is for the plaintiff in the amount of $400. You did return the car?
Not yet.
Do it. She's got to get the car. He's got to get his money back, at least part of it. That's all.
Parties are excused. You may step out. Back there to your right, please.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
Parties on Coleman versus Smith. Step forward, please.
39-year-old Philadelphia transit worker Vanessa Coleman says a man she used to date, Theodore Smith, stole her car for 2 days, then returned it damaged. Mr. Smith claims he had Vanessa's permission to take the car and is not responsible for the damage to the vehicle.
Order. All rise. Quiet in the courtroom. All rise. Judges number 220 on the calendar in the matter of Coleman versus Smith. Parties have been sworn in, Judge. You may be seated.
All right, Miss Coleman, you say that Mr. Smith stole your car.
Yes.
He said he borrowed it with your permission. In any event, the car, something happened to it, it was damaged. You want to get paid?
Yes.
So first let's start on the 27th of June, which is when this whole thing came down, I understand. He took the keys from your house.
Yes.
Tell me how that happened.
I had got home from work early this day, and the maintenance man, name is Derek, asked me if I could run him and Mr. Smith up to cash their check.
He was a neighbor of yours?
Yes, he's a neighbor. And so I did this and came back home, and I knew I was going out that evening, so I came in to change, to get ready. So while I was in the house changing, Mr. Smith rang my bell. I asked who it was, and it was him. He responded, so I went to the door and let him in. So we were down there talking, and I noticed that I have a countertop in my living room that the keys were laying there. So I went back upstairs and told him that I was getting ready to go out that evening. I left him downstairs. So anyway, as I got ready to come back down to leave, I noticed that my keys weren't on the counter anymore. So I figured, well, maybe I took them back upstairs. And I went back upstairs, and I didn't see the keys up there either. And I checked all in my pocketbook, and I couldn't find my keys.
Didn't find the keys? So did you call the police?
I called the police that evening because I waited to see maybe he would bring the car back. So I waited and waited, and I did finally call the police and report the car stolen that evening.
Now, that was June 27th?
June 27th.
When did you get the car back?
My niece found the car June 29th, which was a Sunday.
And what was the condition of the car when it was found?
Trying to move the car wouldn't move.
Okay, so it was damaged.
So it was damaged.
Well, he acknowledges that the car was damaged while you were driving it, sir. Now, why don't you tell me your version of how you got possession of these keys?
Ms. Coleman and I, we live 2 doors apart from each other.
Had you been friends before this happened?
Yes, we were. Yes, we were. We were also seeing each other.
No,
and
we weren't,
probably starting what I would call the start of a relationship.
What do you mean?
She and I had spent time in each other's house a couple of times. having dinner, ice cream, these sort of things.
That's nice.
I've used the car before, and I've driven a car and brought it back.
With her permission?
With her permission. I had asked her, could I use the car to make an errand to my mother's house? My mother lives in walking distance, 10 minutes, and driving, it's 2 minutes. The car was parked 4 blocks away from my mother's house.
Just a second. You asked her if, according to you, you asked her if you could ride to an errand to your mother's house.
Yes, I did.
You didn't tell me what she said.
She said yes. She gave me the keys, which was a full set of keys. At that time...
And you intended to be back in...
In moments, because she had told me she...
You intended to be back in moments, and you knew she was going out.
Yes, I did.
Okay.
She gave me the keys. Her and the landlord were standing on the pavement, talking, as I got into the car and exited the block. About 5 minutes into the journey after the car, I stopped at the intersection. I tried to engage the shifter to go on. The car wouldn't move. It didn't
All right,
respond.
you knew at that point, to make a long story a little shorter, you knew at that point that there was something wrong with the car.
Yes.
What did you do then?
I had a friend who was with me.
Which friend was with you?
A gentleman I picked up.
Just a second. A gentleman you picked up where?
This was on the block of my mother's house. The
Who
street
was
where
that?
my mother lived at.
Who was that?
It was a gentleman named Boo.
Boo.
Right.
Does Boo have a last name?
Boo Rogers, yes he does.
What'd you pick up Boo for?
He was going in the same direction I was coming back. So I
you
was
had
giving him a lift.
So what you're saying to me was you had already been at your mother's house.
Yes.
So you did the errand at your mother's
Yes, I
house
did.
already. You sure about that?
Yes.
Go ahead. And you're on your way back with Boo in the car.
Right.
Go ahead.
The car broke down at the intersection. We both got out. We pushed the car. At that time, I'm not knowing too much about cars. I asked him. He didn't know too much about cars. So I went to a payphone. I called a friend who did know about cars. He came and checked the car out. He told me, Mike...
Why didn't you call her?
Well, at that particular time, I wanted to see what was wrong with the car.
Now listen, Mr. Smith, let's talk logic here, sir. You said you were going to be back in 2 minutes. You knew she was going out. Now you're out for well beyond 2 minutes. You pick up Boo. Then you call one friend. The person that you don't call is the person whose car it is, who has to go out, and you know that she was going out. So I don't understand why you didn't pick up the phone and say, I'm going to try to fix the car. I'm having some trouble with it.
I agree with you.
Good. I'm glad you do. It makes me feel better. Go ahead.
Thank you. So the gentleman came, we looked at the car, and he told me that the clutch was dry. It needed hydraulic clutch fluid.
Okay, so then what did you do?
Well, we tried
Now we're looking for fluid.
Right.
We got Boo and we got fluid.
Exactly. I tried to get the fluid.
How did you try to get the fluid, sir?
We went to an auto supply store.
And how far away from where the car was?
It was a
that?
distance.
About how far, sir?
10-minute ride.
How'd you get there?
In his car. The gentleman who came to look at the car, who was a
Just a
mechanic.
minute. Let me understand this. All this time you haven't called her yet?
No, I haven't.
Keep going.
That was it.
And so what'd you do?
Upon not getting the car started, again, I did not call her. I went home. I tried to contact her then.
How did you try to contact her?
By calling her on the phone.
And what happened?
I got no answer.
Chuck! I'm having too good a time with this, please. So you tried to contact her, you called her, and there was no answer.
Exactly.
So I assume you wrote out a note.
No, I did not.
Because you're right next
No,
door.
I
You
did
wrote
not.
out a note and you say, don't worry about your car, it broke down, here's where it's located. You went and tacked it on a door.
No, I did not.
No, you did not.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
The reason why I sued him for that because...
To teach him a lesson.
Yes.
And later today...
So you made trouble between her and her son. You were a pig about the money that you won. You really are nasty.
Real cases, real people. Judge Judy. 39-year-old Vanessa Coleman says Theodore Smith stole her car and returned it 2 days later with extensive damages. Theodore says Vanessa gave him permission to take the car and denies any responsibility for the damage.
It's not really urgently important, Miss Coleman. Listen to me. It's not urgently important whether he drove the car with or without your permission. He's responsible for the damage to your car. Now, I don't think he can look me in the eye and deny that, right, sir?
I agree with you.
Right. So, did you have the car fixed?
Oh, yes.
Let me see the repair bill. When did you finally tell her where the car was?
Never.
I didn't. The car was recovered Sunday morning. I woke up, came out, the car was in front of her house.
Weren't you curious as to how she found it?
Not really. No. No.
I don't understand these bills, Miss Coleman.
Okay,
Let's understand.
I don't understand them either,
The short bill is the actual estimate that all the damages that I had done to the car. The other estimate is just for the damage that he did, which was to the clutch and the shifter.
Well, $460. Is that what you paid for the damage that he did?
I paid $900 and, what is it, $945.
Yeah, but you know, you're not talking about a wheel alignment and front brakes.
See, I didn't
and
charge
outer
him.
seats.
I didn't charge him for that. I just charged him for the clutch and the shifter.
But she sued me for $945.
Just a second.
And the reason why I sued him for that because
to teach him a lesson.
Yes, he denied. He denied to pay me anything except for the $60 he gave me.
He gave you $60?
He gave me $60.
What'd you give her $60 for, sir?
The first day that this had happened and she told me she was putting the car in the shop,
yeah.
I said, okay, I'm going to give you some money to start on. This is initial payment. Give me a receipt and I'll pay the rest gladly.
Right.
She never gave me a receipt. She refused to give me a receipt. This happened
All right, got it. Listen, Miss Coleman. He has to pay for the damage he did on the car. If I could add on a couple of bucks for bad manners, you know, I would do that, but that's not what we're about.
Yes.
He's got to pay for the damage he did to the car, $460.
Yes.
And I would suggest to you, if you ever made a loan to him of your car or anything else that you value.
Never again.
What?
Never.
Right.
You know it.
Thank you very much. That's all.
Our excuse, you may step out.
Thank you.
I felt 3 hard blows in the back of my head.
I got hit in the head probably 8 times.
The class reunion.
And they were pulling my hair and pushing me, and I saw her husband throw Sonny up against the car.
That became a rampage.
I never hit her. I don't hit women.
So you broke your own hand?
I broke my own hand on the side of his head, yeah.
What dark secrets hide?
It actually all started in high school.
Behind a battle 10 years in the making.
Who started this fight? Have known each other and disliked each other since high school.
Me and Sonny have known each other.
The 2 girls?
Yes.
According to your complaint, you were all out at the bar, out in the parking lot. Each of you claimed that the other assaulted you, and you, right?
Correct.
Okay. What day did this happen?
About 1 o'clock in the morning on the 21st of April.
And was the defendant there already when you arrived?
Yes.
Did you have any words with the defendant that day?
She said hi to me at the bar and asked me how I was, and I said I'm fine. And he got a drink, and we went back and played pool.
What happened next?
Well, we were only there for a little while playing pool. Then we walked outside, me and Chris and my friend Melanie, and I was unlocking the car door, and this girl over here walked up to me and asked me, do you have a problem with my girlfriend Sonny? Because we'd had an argument a couple months before. I said, no, I don't have a problem. And Sonny came up from around behind me and slugged me in the back of the head.
That's not true.
Shh. I didn't ask you anything yet. Go ahead.
Then her friend came over, and another gal, I don't know who she was, and they were hitting me and punching me, so I started to fight back, and I had the keys in my hand, and they were pulling my hair and pushing me, and I started...
Who's they?
Sonny and her 2 girlfriends. And
That's still a lie.
Now sit down. Sit! In a chair. Now maybe you understand. Go ahead.
And as I was hitting her, Jason came over from behind. I felt 3 hard blows in the back of my head, and I turned around and he socked me in the eye. And then they took off. I have pictures of my injuries too.
I will look at the pictures. Did you call the police?
Yes, I did.
You have the police report?
Yes. Here's the pictures of my eye, and then Some of her friends were grabbing him and trying to pull him away from helping me.
When she first got attacked, I grabbed her, I turned her this way, and I pulled her down and covered her head. And a couple of girls were trying to pull me off of her. And I don't know if I'm not sure if it was Jason, but he had like three of his male friends there. And they're trying to pull us off, and I got hit in the head probably 8 times. And I got some scratches on my neck.
Here's the police report, too.
Who do you claim hit you in the face, giving you the black eye?
Jason.
I never
Jason.
touched her.
Yes.
What part of don't speak don't you understand?
Sorry.
My friend Melanie saw him hit me in the head, too, several times.
Other than a scratch on the back of your head, did you have any injuries, Mr. Hoyt?
No, I had a lot of knots on the back of my head.
Step up. I have a few questions. You were with them that evening?
Yes, I was.
So this young lady comes up and said, do you have a problem with my friend?
Mm-hmm.
Describe exactly what you saw after that.
They were arguing back and forth. I don't remember what the words that they were saying, but I just remember it started getting heated, and I saw people punching her in the back of the head. I went to go and try to stop the fight or something, and they had somebody stand in front of me saying, just let him fight, and she was like standing in front of me like this.
Nobody that's here today?
No.
All right, Sonny, tell me your version of the events.
Well, it actually all started in high school. I was your classic nerd, I guess. I was involved
Okay, so you were the nerd, they were the popular one. I got that. So
Yeah.
You didn't like her, she didn't like you.
And
whatever.
I hadn't seen her since high school until the night of March 31st, that I can recall anyway. We were up at the same bar. I was playing pool against her husband, and I was about to shoot in the 8-ball and win the game, and she was sitting behind me and hauled off and kicked me in the leg. And I actually have an affidavit if you'd like to see it from my friend that was
so
there.
that was a month before?
Yes.
You also say in your answer that she made some sort of a derogatory remark about your engagement ring.
Yeah, after she kicked me, I turned around and asked her, you know, what was going on, and she said nothing. So I turned around, walked away, went and sat down. I was getting up to get another drink, and I walked by, and Chris, her husband, held up his ring and started saying, oh, look at the size of the diamond in this ring, and started making fun of my engagement ring, saying that a joke. Saying that the diamond in my ring was really
Never
small.
lie. Never lie, especially if it's not really important but just sets a tone. Was your fiancé there at the time?
Yes, it was.
Shh, just a second. Your fiancé was there at the time when you say that her husband was making not nice remarks about the size of your engagement ring.
Yes.
I assume he was really angry.
Oh, Jason?
Yes, Jason.
He
I would get really angry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was
I mean,
angry.
let's all tell the truth here.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I got very angry. 'Cause,
Okay, so that's a month before. Now we turn to April 21st at 1 o'clock in the morning.
We were having drinks. I saw Colette walk in. We happened to be up at the bar at the same time getting a drink. I did say hi, asked her how she was, sat back down. I thought maybe, you know, our problems were over with and we could just have a nice evening at the bar, but evidently not. So closing time came. We went to leave the bar, but Shay actually walked out of the bar first. So if she could tell her story.
Why don't you come up and tell me your side of the story? Your last name is?
Burton.
Now, Miss Burton, you walked out first.
Yes.
And you walked up to where the plaintiff was getting into her car.
Yes.
What did you say to her?
I asked her why she was harassing my friend.
Now, that night, I haven't heard anything about harassment. She said hello. She said hello. Case closed.
My girlfriend Sarah and I were walking out of the bathroom, and she stepped in front of me, and then I looked at her like, you know, why? And then she stepped back and she made some remark under her breath. Well, then I watched her, and she was watching us and pointing at us, going around the bar. I was just like, why does she have a problem? So I went up to ask her, you know, why we were so important.
Why didn't you go up to ask her in the bar where there were other people? Why?
We were leaving when I decided to ask her.
Why?
It was time to go.
And then what happened?
Before I could ask her or get a response, she swung at me twice, and I defended myself.
Real cases, real people. Judge Judy. Colette Hoyt says former high school classmate Sonny Hansen assaulted her outside a bar. Sonny says Colette, a high school bully, started this fight too.
So what did you do?
Sonny went to break it up, so I didn't
Sonny
get
went
hit.
to break what up?
She
There wasn't a
went,
fight.
she made sure I wasn't getting hurt again.
How did she do that?
She just stepped in between and tried to stop Colette.
And then Colette swung at me
with a handful of keys.
Yeah, and hit me in the face, and I have this scarring right here. I have pictures of the injuries as well, if you'd like to see those.
I would.
And then I saw her husband throw Sonny up against the car.
You saw her husband what?
He threw Sonny up against the car.
Yeah.
If
Sonny and her were starting to fight.
I'm not talking to you. You lost your talking privileges until I call you. Do you understand?
Yes.
Yeah, she attacked me. She had keys in her hands. I went to defend myself. I was trying to curl down so she'd quit hitting me in the face. Because we were actually scheduled on Sunday to go down and get photo invitations for our wedding. And now even I think my wedding pictures here in 5 weeks are going to reflect the scarring on my face from a fight that I didn't even want to be a part of.
What were you a part of it for?
I stepped in.
What were you a part of it for? I believe her when she said that somebody hit her. I believe her. I believe that there was absolutely no basis for you to go outside and have any conversation with her at all. And everybody just then came all around. There were a lot of people that were hitting. There were a lot of people that were hitting. Now I'm going to hear from Big Mouth. Only because I have to, because you're a party to this proceeding. Go ahead. You came out with whom?
I came out with Sonny.
Just a second. You came out with Sonny, alone, just the two of you.
Just the two of us.
There were several other guys there, too.
There weren't any other guys.
There wasn't any.
There was 3 other guys. One guy was so nuts, he took off his friggin' coat and was going, yeah, yeah, shaking his hand. And
Do I know him? I don't even know who they are.
Then why was he shaking your hand?
Just a second.
I have no idea. You never shook my hand.
She heard
My hand was broken.
She heard his friend yell, I got your back, when he was hitting me.
Did you,
I never hit
Did
her.
you speak to the police?
Did I speak to the police? No. And I never hit her. I don't hit women. The only reason I even got involved is because Chris slammed Sonny into the car, and I thought he was going to start hitting on her, so I hit him off of her. Then we got in the car and we left.
How did you hit him off of her?
How did I hit him off of her? With my right hand, and in the process breaking it.
Looking on my head.
So you broke your own hand?
I broke my own hand on the side of his head, yes, to hit him off of her.
You broke your own hand hitting him?
Mm-hmm. He was on top of her.
I thought I was a girl. Oh, shoot. Sorry.
Now, it looks to me as if there were a lot of people that were punching at Miss Hoyt.
The only people who were fighting with Miss Hoyt is her.
And me.
Yeah, there was no one else that
You
was
see right
involved.
away, now there were 2 people fighting with Miss Hoyt.
No, when we walked out of the bar,
It wasn't at
Colette
the same
was swinging
time.
at her.
No.
Sonny tried to break up the fight, and Colette hit her.
And Shay was standing back, and it was
Then
just
they started
me
to
and Colette.
proceed to fight, and then
Well,
Chris
why
slammed
didn't
Sonny
you
the
get in
car.
there? Why didn't you get in there instead of letting your fiancé get in there if there was a fight going on?
Because she was right in front of me. I couldn't stop her. We both walked out.
sure you
It's a
can.
single door. You know, you can't walk out of a door side by side.
How angry were you at her husband?
When he hit her?
Before.
Not really angry, except for the time when him and his buddies tried to fight me and my friend. That night that Colette kicked her, we were in there playing pool, and him and about 10 of his friends tried to pick a fight with us.
He's been
We had to be
kicked out of that
escorted. We had to be escorted out of the bar, made sure we were in our car safe, and then we left.
He's been kicked out of that bar because he beat up an
Now,
old
my
man
next
before.
question
I've
to
never
you
been
is,
kicked out of that
We've
bar
never
before in my
been.
life.
if you were assaulted and you know who assaulted you, why is it that you never prosecuted this case?
I did try to, but the police say that there's, they don't prosecute misdemeanors or they don't investigate misdemeanors in Spokane because they're too overloaded with felonies. And so the police officer asked us to take it to small claims. He didn't even want us to file the report because they don't have enough staff. And so it's what the police
Sounds to me
officer
like
told
you
us,
didn't have
that
a
there
case.
wouldn't be enough.
Your case is dismissed. Now you can leave. You had 10 warnings. Goodbye.
Gotta learn to be quiet.
Broke his own hand, let him take care of it. It's a hothead. Okay. Is there anything else that anybody wants to tell me?
I just think if their injuries were so severe, we have an affidavit here that shows that Chris was down playing in a pool tournament at 9 o'clock the next morning.
I'm not talking about his injuries. I don't think he had any. I mean, he had a couple. He had a scratch on the back of the head. This guy tried to hit him in the head with this hand. He broke his arm. It's good enough.
Fine.
Right? Good
I'm
enough.
fine.
Perfect. You can sit down. The question is, who started this fight?
Colette did.
No, you did.
verbally.
No, you did. You went up to her in the parking lot for absolutely no reason. And I believe that you came in and you hit her. And then all hell broke loose. And then all hell broke loose. And I believe that your old boyfriend over there was still remembering from last month when he made fun of the engagement ring. Because that would be something that one would remember. And so would you. So I'm dismissing your counterclaim. And I'm awarding you, as requested, $2,500 because I've looked at your injuries, and your injuries are, in fact, substantial. That's all.
Thank you.
Parties are excused. You may step out.
Smarter than her and skinnier than her, and evidently that just carries on after high school. I just wish it would die and she would just let things be.
They got what they deserved. They started everything, and if he's going to hit a girl, then he should have to pay for it.
And now the next case.
All parties in the matter of Ray versus Gallagher. Step forward, please.
46-year-old band manager William Ray is suing a former band member, 23-year-old waiter Michael John Gallagher, for unpaid bail money and attorney fees after Michael was arrested for driving under the influence.
Mr. Ray, you were managing a band. The defendant was one of the band members.
Correct.
According to your complaint, the defendant was arrested for driving while under the influence of alcohol.
Correct.
You bailed him out, provided whatever money was necessary to have him back in the band, right?
Correct.
The band was subsequently disbanded. You want your money.
Correct.
The defendant says that, yes, you laid out money, but that you told him that he was to start paying you back when the band started to make money. The band never made any money, so he doesn't owe you any money. That's your defense.
Yes, ma'am.
Fine. How were you arrested? Tell me about this arrest that you had in May of 2000.
I was driving down the road, and I got into an accident. I had been drinking. I mean, I've paid my dues.
So you were hauled off to jail?
Yes, ma'am.
Who did you call?
I'm not sure. I called my friend Steve, and I called Mr. Ray here.
And Steve didn't have any money?
No.
So then you called
Mr. Ray.
Plaintiff. And what did you say when you called him?
I just told him that I was in jail. I really just wanted somebody to talk to. I didn't expect him to get me out or anything. I just wanted somebody to talk to, so I called him.
You wanted somebody just to chat with?
Yes. Well, I was in jail. I was 21 years old and scared out of my mind.
Fine. So you didn't want somebody to come and get you out. You just wanted somebody to talk to.
Yes, ma'am.
Good.
Well, as the conversation went on, I did ask him to get me out.
Of course you did. Of course, Mr. Gallagher. And how much was the bail?
I don't know.
How much was the bail, Mr. Ray?
$7,500 bail, $750
Cash.
out of pocket.
Okay. Tell me about hiring the attorney. Who called the attorney?
I have a very close friend I've known for about 21 years.
So the answer is you did?
I did, yes.
Did the attorney tell you what the fee was?
Usually it was $3,000, I believe, and since he was friends with Mr. Ray, he would take care of it for $1,600.
And what did you say?
I said, okay.
Did you pay him any money?
Mr. Ray gave me a check to pay him, yes.
And what did he say when he gave you the check? Look at me. What did he say when he gave you the check?
Don't worry about this. Worry about your singing. We'll take care of this later.
Good. Now, what other expenses did you have, Mr. Ray?
The other money is I gave him my car. I had several cars, and his car was totaled. He got my car, the car that I loaned him, impounded one night, so I had to pay that fees.
How did he get your car impounded?
He called me up and he said that I was driving across the tracks and a hubcap fell off, and as I stopped to check it, the police stopped me, and then we find out he doesn't have a driver's license, or his license has expired. So
is that right?
Yes, that is right. When I went to the DMV, I have a New Mexico driver's license. When I went to the DMV,
give me a story.
Okay.
How much was it to get the car out of impound?
Car getting out of the impound was $93.
What else?
He had the car approximately 6 to 7 months. Clutch was totally shot, and it had a brand
Forget
new
it.
clutch.
That's
when it
your
was in
problem. If you're stupid enough to lend somebody your car for 7 months, somebody who's already had trouble with the car, he's got a DUI, he's a baby, you're not. You take on that responsibility. $2,443 is what you owe him. Why shouldn't you pay him?
I don't feel that I should pay him because he told us he was going to take care of all this stuff for us and start paying us to rehearse. We were there 3 nights a week, sometimes 7 nights a week rehearsing. Most of the time that we were there, he was stoned out of his mind and wasn't even paying attention to the rehearsal.
So why didn't you leave?
I thought...
Just a second. So why didn't you leave?
I didn't leave because I thought this was my opportunity.
Well, then you made a mistake.
Most definitely.
You
Most
made a
definitely.
mistake, but you had the opportunity to leave. And if this lawsuit was about your expenses, your living expenses, et cetera, while you were working, I would feel differently about it. These items had to do with your stupidity. A, driving while drunk, having an accident, and then parking across railroad tracks. That has nothing to do with band. That has something to do with stupidity. 2443, judgment for the plaintiff.
Parties are excused. You may step out.
Everything aside, Mr. Ray's a pervert. Okay, the only reason he did this whole boy band thing was because he likes young, cute boys around him.
Vindictive, stupid comments.
It was a sham from the beginning.
The current edition of the band actually went on a showcase April 26th, and now we're actually waiting for...
Next day?
Yes, I did.
So I assume you weren't injured.
Not to the point where I felt I needed medical attention.
Well, tell me how you were injured at any point.
Okay, I had scratches all over my
Did you have
neck.
any photographs of that?
Did I know I was going to court? No.
Did you? If you had hung around Miss Collazo and spoken to the police, maybe you would have known. Nothing more unseemly than women who drink. Medical bills total $1,160.
Can I speak right now?
Mm-hmm.
We had a criminal case. She already tried to get me for harassment, but the judge in Pittsburgh dropped the charges.
Well, I'm not dropping the charges. As far as I'm concerned, madam, you owe $1,160. Judgment for the plaintiff.
Parties are excused. You may step out.
I'm tired of seeing her in court. This is my third time, and hopefully I don't have to see her ever again.
I really think she was out looking to just start something. And I was the lucky person.
And now the next case.
All parties in the matter of Passariello versus Stillwell. Step forward, please.
Kalia and Vito Passariello are suing DJ company owners Jennifer and Eric Stillwell for ruining their wedding video. The Stillwells say the video was free.
Mr. and Mrs. Passariello, you were getting married, and you hired the defendants as DJs for the wedding. Is that right?
Correct.
And how many hours was the reception?
We had hired them to play for 3 hours.
What did your contract provide for?
$210.
Not a lot of money for 3 hours, right?
Average where we live.
Okay. How did you find them? Did you find them through an advertisement, or did somebody recommend them?
In the phone book, an advertisement in the phone book.
Okay. Had you asked for any recommendations?
We only had 2 months to plan our wedding, and in their advertisement, it says that they do a videotaping for free. And since we were in a hurry, we decided to go with them because we also wanted the videotape. So we chose
Let
them.
me see the ad, please.
We actually have two.
Just a second. So $210 was for the DJ. How many people? One DJ or two?
They told me that there would be one DJ, but there would be someone there helping him.
And was there?
There were 2 other people there with him.
Okay. So that's a pretty reasonable.
Right.
So you're not complaining. Your lawsuit doesn't complain about the DJ services. Your lawsuit says that they were to provide you your event videotaped free.
Correct.
That's what the ad says.
Right.
But not the DJ services. The DJ services you paid for.
Right.
The video was free. And what you're complaining about is the quality of the videotape.
Right.
Right?
And some of the service.
Well, you never like everything that a DJ does, Ms. Passariello.
They lost our first dance song, and they also asked me to make up a song list, and the song list was not played. And we had picked out special music for the cake cutting, and it was not played either.
Ms. Passariello, listen to me very carefully. I have made a lot of weddings. Never is perfect. Did you fire them?
Well, I couldn't send them home and have no entertainment.
Of course not. So you kept them for the 3 hours.
Right.
Fine. So you got your service provided for, because what you're suing them for is not $210. You're suing them for $2,110. You're suing them for 10 times as much as you paid, because you say they spoiled your day because of the video.
It wasn't just that the day was spoiled. My husband is from New York, and his family was not able to attend, and we were counting on this video to include them so they could see, and it's so embarrassing. We cannot.
Then you should have hired somebody who was a professional videoer.
Their ad shows professional this, professional that, and they actually have it in a higher printing that your video service
is free.
Yes, but they're standing
Mr. Passariello, it's ludicrous to believe that you actually thought that you were going to get both a professional DJ and a helper for 3 hours, plus a professional video, all for the bargain price of $210.
That's average where we live. It's not low, it's very average.
So what you're telling me is you can get a professional DJ and a professional video.
I don't know about a professional video.
You're not
because they
following what I'm saying, madam. It's ludicrous to believe that you could possibly expect a professional DJ plus a professional video.
They agreed to provide a video.
They provided you a video, madam. You may not like the video.
Can I show you the
No,
video?
I'm not interested.
It's awful.
Just a second. You should have hired a professional photographer if you wanted a professional video. How is somebody going to do a DJ, pay attention, professionally, as well as videotape an event to your liking, right? You want 2 professionals for $210.
They had 3 people at the event, 1 person to DJ and the other 2. One of the men was standing there with the camera. Now, we're not saying a professional job. We're saying at least an average job. This is
out of the
below
3 hours.
Where do you get standards?
Out of the 3
Just a minute.
hours
Where
that
do you
we
get
hired
standards for a free service? That it's supposed to be average, below
I'm sure
average,
it's
above
probably
average?
rounded into the price somewhere.
Did you
I mean,
call
it
for a
can't be
Hey,
free.
Miss Paciarello, I hear a lot of people complaining about wedding events afterwards. Sometimes I rule in their favor. When they hire a photographer and the photographer's pictures are so outrageous, and you've hired a professional photographer, they are successful. But you did not hire a professional photographer. You hired a professional DJ who was giving you as a service, as a free service, a video. I'm going to ask you only one other question. Did you contact, in the course of the 2 months preparation for your wedding, a photographer?
No, his father took all the pictures for our wedding.
So the answer is you did not contact a photographer.
We didn't need to. No.
Good.
Oh,
So I
we
hope you
saw-
have,
we
I hope you
saw-
have good pictures. Listen, stop making a mountain out of a
No,
molehill.
can you view the tape, please?
I'm not interested in the tape, madam. There are pictures on the tape. Is that right?
It's a video.
You can't see it. It's so dark you can't see it. And when we're cutting the cake, the speaker for this system, they set their service up right in front of our cake table, and you cannot even see Vito except for the waist down.
You hired a DJ.
But they
You got a
agreed to
free-
provide another service.
They provided another service.
No,
they
they
gave
didn't.
you a video. And the fact that, Miss Paciarello, you're not going to get a dime. Understand that. You hired a DJ for $200 for 3 hours. Did you play 3 hours or more? We played 4.
Played 4. Because they felt bad because they broke our first dance tape.
Fine. Well, that's just a second. That's a very nice thing. So they played
I
for
told him
4
to leave.
hours. They played for 4 hours. For
But I
200
told him to leave.
No.
Yes, we did. He asked us several times if we wanted him to stay for a half an hour for 35 or a full hour for 70, and I told him no, because there was only like
Just a
30
second.
people left.
Just a second. So are you telling me they didn't stay for 4 hours?
They did, but I didn't tell him to.
I
told
didn't ask
him he could
Miss
leave.
Paciarello, get this straight. They played at your wedding for 4 hours for $200. And for that, you also believe you are entitled to a video that is totally satisfactory to you. You are not entitled to that. Did you ever hear the expression, you get what you pay for?
Did you ever hear the
No,
expression?
don't ask me any
"Nothing's
question.
free"?
That's right. Nothing is free and you get what you pay for. Case closed. Case is dismissed. That's
Parties
all.
are excused. You may step out.
Mr. Paciarello called me and said that he was very displeased with his video. I said I was sorry. I had no control over that. It is a free video. We do not promise professional quality.
Okay. With at least 14 days' notice given and acknowledged in writing by both parties. Okay, so you gave her a 14-day notice.
My assistant and I decided. Okay.
So that's on the 6th?
Mm-hmm.
When did you move out?
Moved out on the 9th.
30 days hath September, April, June, and November. So what we're talking about is 21 days. Is that right?
No, so I had paid June's rent on May 21st to stay till June 21st.
Oh, okay. So that means that you're only entitled to 12 days.
Yes.
You have a problem with giving her her prorated rent?
I do, Your Honor, because I gave her the 14-day notice.
She moved out before.
And she had announced to me that she would be moving out the following Saturday, which was in a couple of days. And my exact words were, Karina, you're free to move whenever you want, but the room is yours until the 21st.
That's just because you say so.
And
listen to me. Just because you say so doesn't mean that that's so. You gave her a 14-day notice.
Right.
Because you say there was some egregious reason why you gave her short notice. If
Yeah.
she decides not to stay there until that time, that's her prerogative. You have to give her prorated rent back.
But, Your Honor, the problem is, although she physically moved out, her property was still in the room.
All of her?
Absolutely. No, not all of her property.
What?
The day after she moved, she said she needed to bring her answering machine in because her phone...
What was in her
Well,
room?
there was a lamp, a pole lamp, and then her ashtray, and she said Saturday night when she moved out, I'm really tired, my ashtray is in there, I didn't even wash it, I'll get back to it later. And I did not even go into the room to clean or anything. When I did go after the 20th, when she got her security deposit back, then I went in there, and these two items were in the closet still.
Is that the other items?
The lamp, she had said when she was moving, she said, you can either give this away or throw it away.
And you should have done that.
Real cases, real people. Judge Judy. Karina Roy says former landlord Nicole Zimius assaulted her with Tupperware.
Okay, what items do you think suggest that she still occupied the room? The teddy bear in the cup?
Well,
listen to me, speak.
The lamp.
The lamp she told you to get rid of.
The ashtray, and these two things, with the kind of ups and downs that we've had in her stay, I was not about to even go into the room, and I didn't.
That's fine. That's your prerogative. You did, you didn't. I don't care whether you did or whether you didn't. Clearly, you gave her a notice because you didn't want her around. You felt as if you wanted to give her 2 weeks to get out. That's fine. I find that she elected to move out before. I believe she's entitled to do that. She doesn't want to be there if you don't want her there. She moved out. She gets her portion of the rent back that she paid, because I don't consider that, a cup and her teddy bear, leaving property in the house so that you couldn't rent the room again if you wanted to. All right. Now next, you want her to pay your moving expenses. Is that right?
Yes.
Wrong. So we've just dealt with that. You don't get your moving expenses. Now, damages due to the assault. I'm prepared to hear you if you want to tell me what your damages were as a result of the assault.
Because of this, I mean, the way I physically felt, okay, was just like somebody just ripped my, I mean, I just felt hollow in here. I mean, I did not feel stable at all. My driving
You're not
has
stable. Anybody that walks into a bedroom, somebody sleeping in their bed, to ask for 2 pieces of Tupperware and start an argument with them while they're in bed over 2 pieces of Tupperware isn't too stable.
Okay.
To start with.
Well, because
$500 divided by 30 equals $16.66. Clear that?
Yeah, just multiply.
What?
Just multiply.
Yeah, I'm going to do that. Wait a second. I'm learning how to use this machine.
Okay, I'm trying to tell you.
Just a minute. Times 12 equals $199.92. That you are entitled to. Judgment for the plaintiff in the amount of $199.92. Thank you. You want to give her back a bear?
Certainly.
Perfect. Bird, would you take care of the bear in the cup?
Sure. Parties are excused. You may step out.
She fought with all the tenants. She fought with me. She fought with my 2 sons who don't even live there anymore.
Absolutely not. I'm such a meek, shy person. I bowed down to them and I stayed out of their way.
And now the next case.
All parties on Habib versus Fields. Step forward, please.
27-year-old tutor Nafisa Habib is suing her ex-boyfriend's friend, 28-year-old bakery worker Anise Fields, for smashing her windshield with a baseball bat.
Ms. Habib, both you and the defendant have a child.
Yes.
And that child was fathered by the same person.
Yes.
So that's how you know each other.
Yes, ma'am.
And I would assume that you don't like each other.
I have no problem with her.
Well, then you think she doesn't like you.
I guess, yes.
Because it's your claim that she smashed the windshield of your car.
Yes, ma'am.
When did this take place?
On January 12, 2001.
Where?
His uncle's house, where he was staying there at the time.
This is the father?
Yes.
Of both children?
Yes, ma'am.
You have any other children?
Yes, I do.
How many?
4.
4 other ones?
4 children altogether.
Altogether. How old is your child?
My child is 3.
And yours?
He's 3. My child's 1 month older than her son.
Tell me how it happened that you happened to be in the same location.
January 12th, he called me and asked me to bring over my daughter. He doesn't see her a lot, so I brought her over.
To where he was staying?
Yes. While we were there, I was downstairs in like the lounge area in the basement, and he was upstairs. And I heard some banging on the door. I thought he had locked himself outside the house. So I called upstairs, Rude Boy, did you lock yourself outside?
What's his name?
Rude Boy. By that time, he came downstairs. He said, Anise is outside.
Anise,
yes.
That's you.
Me. I said, are you gonna let her in? He said, no, she's upset. She's gonna wanna fight. I said, fight who? That's when she busted the basement window. She had a bat in her hand, and I saw her. Rude Boy ran upstairs. I stayed downstairs. They were outside. I heard her yelling, what do you think, I'm stupid? Is she in there? Is she in there? I heard him yelling. He said, I'm gonna call the police. He came in the house. Apparently she left. He came downstairs. He didn't call the police. We started cleaning up the glass. At that time, I said, Rude Boy, let me drop you off at work. When I went to my car, opened my door, I saw the glass on my seat and saw she bust my windshield. I switched cars with my father, and I went to her house. She invited me in. We talked for a while. The end result of the conversation was that Anise said she was going to pay for my windshield when she got her school money because she didn't have any money at the time. The very next day, after Anise busted my windshield, she called me, and she apologized continuously. Nafisa, I'm sorry. This is not me. I don't go around busting girls' windshields. I felt sorry for Anise because I know how it is for a brother to allow you to believe that it's all about you, and it's not all about you. So I felt sorry for her. I said, no problem, Anise, when you get the money.
So, bottom line is, you saw her with a bat break the basement window.
Yes.
But not your car window.
No.
But she did, in fact, tell you that she would pay for it. Okay, let me hear you.
She's lying. Basically.
Why don't you just tell me what happened? You went over
I wasn't there. No, I was not there. No.
Just a second. Are you telling me that you never went to the house?
Yes, that's what I'm telling you.
I think you have to come up with a better story than that. I'm going to tell you why. Because I believe her when she says that you came to the house.
Mm-hmm.
I believe her when she says that she saw you with a bat in your hand and that there was glass downstairs in the basement window. So I think we're going to start over again.
She's lying. He lives there, so he was there, so he can tell you. I was not there.
All right.
She's lying. I don't know. My basement window never got broke. I don't know how you can see somebody break the basement window from the basement. I don't know what she's talking about. Prior to this, she said I broke her window, busted her car up. She told my grandmother I did it. She let a friend of mine use her car. He crashed her car up. She said I did it. I don't know nothing about what this is about.
Ma'am, I'm sorry, Miss Judy, Judge Judy. I'm trying to be calm because I want to cry because I cannot believe that Jamar would sit up here and lie. He was supposed to watch Hanifa, but he said that he couldn't watch her. I didn't even know he was going to be here. Rude Boy, you should be ashamed of yourself.
Shh. Don't talk to him.
I'm sorry.
Can I see the police report, please?
Yes, ma'am. Miss Judge Judy, he also told me, Rude Boy himself told me that Anise had intentions several times to pay you for your car windshield, but things that came up. When I went to her house, I met her mother, I met her daughter, Asia.
You brought your daughter
I
to
met
my
her
house.
son.
No. Okay, just a minute. Wait.
Oh, God.
I can't believe you, Rude Boy.
I can't believe you.
Oh, it's over.
Never was anything.
Whatever, Rude Boy. Whatever.
If you talk amongst yourselves, you're leaving.
Excuse me.
Tell me why you reported this to the police 2 days later.
Well, I believed in when she said she was going to pay me for the windshield, and when she called me the very next day after it happened, I believed her. I believed it. My father said, Nafisa, cover your tracks. If you get a police report, then at least you have that in case you have to take her to court. I did not believe it was going to have to go this far. It's only $183. I'm not asking her for cab money or the inconvenience she put me. My sister had to come and get me several times to pick up my children. I work 2 jobs. I raised 4 children by myself. I don't have time for this. This is so juvenile.
Mr. Jones, do you currently have a relationship with any of the 3 or 4 women?
This one here.
This
No,
one.
he doesn't.
Shh,
I'm sorry.
No.
I apologize.
No.
I'm sorry.
So you currently have a relationship with Anise?
Yes.
How long have you had that relationship with Anise?
Since last year, we started dating each other and being in a relationship last summer.
How many children do you 2 have together?
1.
Your other 2 children, do they have the same mother?
No.
What do you do for a living?
My teacher aide, bus aide.
Nothing.
Shh.
I'm sorry. I apologize. He's lying. I'm sorry.
Well, how was she taking me to work if she came over?
Just listen to me.
She's making up stuff.
Listen to me.
I'm sorry. I understand. I apologize.
Teacher's aide, bus aides don't
Yes.
make a lot of money.
Small money.
Small money doesn't make 4 children.
No, I make 4 children, but my money take care of my children.
Impossible. 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 Okay. Do you work, Anise?
Yes.
What kind of work do you do?
I work at a bakery.
How many children do you have?
5.
Do all 5 children live with you?
Yes.
You make a lot of money in the bakery?
No, I don't. I also go to school.
How is your family subsidized?
From me working and going to school.
How much money do you make at the bakery?
I make $5.50 an hour.
$5.50 an hour gross does not support 6 people, and he certainly doesn't make enough to support you and your children. What kind of work do you do?
I tutor children full-time, and I work at a floral shop part-time.
How many children do you have?
4.
What other support do you get for your children?
I receive food stamps, and that helps a great deal.
How old are your other children, Mr. Jones?
10, 2.
So you have a new child, not with either one of these 2 women.
Yes.
And shortly after that child was born, you renewed your relationship with a niece. Is that right?
Yes.
Excuse me, miss.
Shh. $183 is what the windshield cost you?
Yes, ma'am.
Pay it. $183, judgment for the plaintiff.
Thank you.
Parties are excused. You may step out.
I have no beef with Denise. I think she's a beautiful sister. She's striving to make it happen for her and her family. It was a lie. This is juvenile. I hover above it. As women, as mothers, our goal in life is to raise children and to raise a nation.
I have no idea.
Wants me.
I don't want you, Mara. We're just friends.
Is this a trailer?
It's a mobile home that has been built onto, and it's about 2,000 square foot.
Were these holes in the wall or anything else there when you rented it to them?
No, we were having some leakage with the roof, and they said that they could take care of that if I would buy the materials, which I did, and I have my receipts for that.
What I'm asking you, madam, is I'm going to show you some pictures. What I'd like you to do is take a look at these photographs and tell me whether this is the way the property looked when you rented it to them.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
No.
Would you show this to these 2 people? What is that?
That's a wall that's falling down.
No, it isn't. It's not a wall that's falling down. You want to explain that to me?
There were holes in the wall that were caused by parties that we had out there.
Okay, period. Good.
That's our refrigerator, Your Honor.
Is that the way it was when you got it?
That was our refrigerator when we moved in.
Oh, good. So I don't have to look at the refrigerator. Perfect. They bought the refrigerator, right? Madam?
That doesn't ring a bell with me.
Well, if it doesn't ring a bell with you, they say that they bought the refrigerator. I trust that they bought the refrigerator.
There were 2 refrigerators there. I'm sorry.
Same party?
Yes.
You got some nerve. What's wrong with you? Huh? What is wrong with you?
Well, in the beginning, when we rented the property, Sherry told us our deposit wasn't for the trailer. She didn't care about the trailer. She said, trash it or fix it. Those were her exact words. She don't care. Trash it or fix it. It's up to you. We fixed it in the first place. The roof got so bad. The house was totally unlivable. There was no hot water, no furnace.
So move. So
That's what we
move.
did.
You weren't being held a prisoner.
Also, before we
I'm not finished with you. If the trailer is not habitable because there's no heat, no hot water, you have the ability to get out of this lease, right?
Correct.
You don't do this to somebody else's property. Nobody says trash it. Nobody normal. She's not abnormal.
Those were her words. Trash it or fix it.
Bull. Not common sense, unless somebody is on heavy doses of something. And if you live in a place, and assuming that she was having a mental lapse and said that to you, you still don't do this.
Your
So
Honor,
you have to pay for all the damage.
maybe half the reason why she didn't care that we trashed it is she told me once that she had that trailer insured at over $30,000. It'd make a nice insurance claim. And that trailer is appraised at a little over
إذ جاءهم فقال له فرعون إني لأظنك يا موسى مسحورا قال لقد علمت ما أنزل هؤلاء إلا رب السماوات والأرض بصائر وإني لأظنك يا فرعون مثبورا فأراد أن يستفزهم من الأرض فأغرقناه ومن معه جميعا وقلنا من بعده لبني إسرائيل اسكنوا الأرض فإذا جاء وعد الآخرة جئنا بكم لفيفا وبالحق أنزلناه وبالحق نزل وما أرسلناك إلا مبشرا ونذيرا وقرآنا فرقناه لتقرأه على الناس على مكث ونزلناه تنزيلا قل آمنوا به أو لا تؤمنوا إن الذين أوتوا العلم من قبله إذا يتلى عليهم يخرون للأذقان سجدا ويقولون سبحان ربنا إن كان وعد ربنا لمفعولا ويخرون للأذقان يبكون ويزيدهم خشوعا قل ادعوا الله أو ادعوا الرحمن أيما تدعوا فله الأسماء الحسنى ولا تجهر بصلاتك ولا تخافت بها وابتغ بين ذلك سبيلا وقل الحمد لله الذي لم يتخذ ولدا ولم يكن له شريك في الملك ولم يكن له ولي من الذل وكبره تكبيرا آمنت بالله صدق الله العظيم